Hi everyone, I hope you are very fine and enjoying your holiday. If you are a parent and you come across this video, I just urge you to go to the subscribe button and click it so that whenever I post videos of this kind, I always post videos of lessons. They are very educative, so that you just get right there and you pass the phone or you watch together with the child. Now we are having an English lesson. It is in grade 7. The strand is grammar and the sub-strand is subject-verb agreement. Feel welcome. Now, I always tell you what I expect of you by the end of this lesson. So in today's lesson, subject-verb agreement, I expect you as a learner to be able to identify the subject and the verb of a sentence. Number 2, I expect you to be able to construct sentences taking note of the subject-verb agreement. Let us now start. I hope you have your notebook with you. Now, subject-verb agreement. What is a subject? We've been talking about subject, verb, object. So I believe this word subject, verb is not new. And at this moment, parents, just pause, or if you're a learner, be obedient and pause so that you try to give your own definition of subject and verb of a sentence, and later when I write their definitions here, you compare. Now, subject. What is subject of a sentence? What is, let us say, a subject of a sentence is the person or thing doing something. The person or a thing doing something. Now, what is a verb of a subject of a sentence? A verb of a sentence, of a verb of a sentence, a verb of a sentence is the word showing the action. The word that shows the action. We always say a verb is a doing word, a verb is an action word, and a subject is the doer of the action in a sentence. They are just the same as what we've written here. But now we have given them in respect to subject-verb agreement, where a subject of a sentence is the person or something or thing doing something. Then a verb of a sentence is the word showing the action. Now, what is now subject-verb agreement? Now, subject-verb agreement therefore means that the subject and the verb in a sentence must both be singular or plural. Subject-verb agreement means that the subject and the verb of a sentence must both be singular or plural. What do I mean by that, or what does that mean? It means that If the subject in a sentence is singular, then the verb must also be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb next to it must also be plural. Now, take for instance the simple present tense, the tense that show common daily activities. The simple present tense. Let's take for instance simple present tense. For instance, for example, can you say what you always do now that you're at home? You do it today, tomorrow, every day you do it. What do you say? Say something about what you do. Can say I wake. Let us which one? What do you do? Let's say I drink water. I drink water. Now you want to say that your friend also do the same. I drink water, and your friend, let's say Mary. What will you say, Mary? Using drink. You say Mary. I hope you're also writing yours. Mary drinks water. How about your other friend? Abdallah drinks water. And then we now talk about all of us. Let's say we. Can you write it ahead of me? You say we drink water. Now, are these sentences the same? Let us look at the first one. I drink water. Mary drinks water. Abdallah drinks water. We drink water. I hope you are noting the difference. Here, the subject I drink, no S. Here, the subject Mary and S. Here, Abdallah, S. We, no S. Why the difference? Why the difference? I hope you are writing the difference. We have just said there's difference because when we are having a singular subject, we follow it with a singular verb in a sentence. When it is a plural subject, the next to it should be a plural verb. The next question: how do you tell that this is a plural verb, or how do you tell this is a singular verb in respect to simple present tense, in the simple sentences that entails daily common activities? We know when a verb is singular when you add s to it. When you add s to it. For example, let us name some verbs. We have verb chase. We also have drink up there. Another one, eat. Name the list the verbs. You can list even 5. Another one, we have come, dig. Now, these verbs, when they don't have s for daily common activities, they are plural. When you add s to them, so here will be chases, drinks, eats, comes, digs. So when you add s to them, they become singular. Without s, they become plural verbs. Now, I have a chart showing the pronouns. Let me show you the chart. I have a chart showing pronouns. Now we have the pronouns. So we have, this is the column that shows which type of the pronoun. And then pronouns, we have singular and we have plural. So first person singular pronoun is pronoun I. First person singular pronoun I. First person plural pronoun we. When I'm talking about myself, I'll say I. When I have another person, when we want to talk about ourselves, we will say we. Second person singular pronoun you. If I'm referring to you alone as the learner watching this video, I'll say you. When I want to talk about you, let's say you are with your friend, you are with your parents, I will still say you, but now you are now two. So that's why you have second person singular pronoun you. When one person and then second person plural pronoun you, when I'm referring to many of you. Then we have third person singular pronoun. Here is now where we have she, he, it. She, he, it. Third person plural pronoun they. Now you can replace she with nouns. For example, Mary, Jane. He we can replace with Abdallah, Otieno, Michael. It you can replace with a tree, dog, cat, etc. Then you can replace with Mary and Jane, Otieno and Abdallah, and so on. So always take note of these pronouns. The one that are singular, for example, first person I, first person plural we, second person singular you, second person plural you, third person singular she, he, it, and then third person plural they, in respect to present simple tense with the verbs. Now, how do they take the verbs now? Let us have this table now here. Now when we have first person, for example, I, and we have we have you, we have you, we have he, she, it, then we have they. Take for example verb chase. We say I chase, you chase. He, because it's singular, you say he chases. He, the three chases. Then we chase, you chase, they chase. Once again, singular subject goes with singular verbs. Plural subject goes with plural verbs. But for every rule, there are always exceptions. Now, this rule, the only exceptions, we have singular pronoun I and singular pronoun you, which now take plural verb chase. I chase, you chase. They are singular subjects and they take plural verbs. I chase, you chase. The rest have obeyed the rule. Plural subject, plural verb. Plural subject, plural verb. Plural subject, plural verb. Singular subject, singular verb. Singular subject, singular verb. Singular subject, singular verb. In this rule, the one that does the two that don't obey, we have I and you, which take plural verbs. I hope we've also written this. So with you can replace with the other verbs. For example, I drink, you drink, she drinks, he drinks, it drinks, we drink, they drink. Replace for things that are done on a daily basis. That is the rule, and that is what you should always say. So when you are, let's say you're making a sentence of you coming to school all the day, you can say, I walk to school every day. She walks to school every day. He walks to school every day. They walk to school every day. Now let us look at the other rule. So I hope you have noted this down. Let's look at the other rule. The other rule is with the indefinite pronoun. Indefinite pronouns. We have singular indefinite pronouns, we have singular indefinite pronouns and plural indefinite pronouns. So let us talk about the singular indefinite pronoun. Singular indefinite pronouns. Let's give example. Example of the singular indefinite pronouns. Example, we have each, we have nobody, somebody, something, everyone. We have everyone, we have anything, we have nothing. Can continue writing them. Everybody, everything, someone. Now, singular indefinite pronoun take singular verbs. Example of a sentence, you can give an example of a sentence there. I have one here. Each, have one. Each does a good job. Each does a good job. So here, the pronoun is, the subject is each, and the verb is does. Each does a good job. Make your sentence there so that you have two. You can also say, everyone walks home after school. Walks home after school. Everyone walks home after school. Singular indefinite pronouns take single verbs. Now let us look at plural indefinite pronouns. Sure, you have examples there. You can make even 3 examples if you are very fast. Let's look at plural indefinite pronouns. Examples of the plural indefinite pronouns. Can you give examples there? Give your examples. Pause the video again so that you give your examples. We have few. Another one. We have both. We have many. Now the rule still continues. For plural indefinite pronouns, plural also they take plural verbs. Plural indefinite pronouns also take plural verbs. For example, you can say both do a good job. Both do a good job. In this case, both is the plural subject, do is the plural verb. Write your other example. Example 1. Write your other example. You can even say talk of many or several. And also write several. We also have several here. You can also say several girls. Several girls laugh a lot. Several girls laugh a lot. Another rule. We've now talked about the first rule. We talk about simple present tense. We talk about the pronouns, the different pronouns. Now we are in we've talked about single indefinite pronouns and then plural indefinite pronouns. The next rule is we are having compound subjects. Compound subject. Let's talk about compound subject. Can you give an example of a compound subject? We have talked about compound subject in the previous video. Where we are talking about simple sentences. Compound subject. Compound subjects are considered plural. Now, what makes a subject compound? For example, when you have Mary and you add Mary and Jane. Mary and Jane walk to school. Mary and Jane walk to school. Mary and Jane walk to school. So the subject here is plural with a plural verb. Or you can even say Mary and Jane do it a lot. Mary and Jane do it a lot. You can also say write another sentence there. I don't want to give you, I also want you to participate. Give your second example for where we have compound subjects and the verb. The next rule is now we have when you are having compound subjects joined by or and nor. When we have compound subjects, let's say when we have let us say subjects joined by, let's talk about subjects. This is compound. Now let us talk about subjects joined by or and even no. What happens when you have subjects where they are compound and joined? Compound subject joined by or and or. What happens to the verb? It takes the verb. In that case, the verb agrees with the subject closer to it. Compound subject joined by or and nor. The verb agrees with the subject closer to it. Let me give you an example. Where neither the players nor the coach. Neither the players nor the coach. Neither the players nor the coach. Neither the players nor the coach is following the rule. Is following the rules. Neither the players nor the coach is following the rules. Now what we mean by this? What we mean is this: neither the players nor the coach is following the rule. Which verb is closer to the subject? Verb is. The subject is here, so it follows with the singular. Is following the rule. This sentence can be written the other way around. You can say neither the coaches neither the coach nor the players neither the coach nor the players are following the rule. Are following the rules. Neither the coaches nor the players are following the rules. So if the subject is plural, we are going to take plural. If the subject is singular, it goes with singular. It goes with the subject that is next to it. Now let us look at the other rule. We can give an example of your sentence. We can say neither Jane nor her parents eat meat. Neither Jane nor her parents. Neither Jane. Also say neither Jane nor her parents eat meat. Parents eat. Neither Jane nor her parents eat meat. The next, give an example. You can give as many examples as possible so that the concept gets here properly. Now let us look at the other one. When the verb comes before the subject. When the verb comes before the subject, it must still agree with the subject. When the verb comes before the subject, it must still agree. Think of a sentence where the verb is coming before the subject, and in that case, both must agree. Think of a sentence before I write mine. When the verb comes before the subject, let me give you this example of a sentence. Let's say you and your friend, you eat together and you realize that your friend eats very fast. So you can say, my friend eats fast. My friend eats fast, so my friend eats fast, so do I. My friend eats fast, so do I. Do is a verb. It has come before the subject, and they are agreeing. Do I. If the subject, it will be I do. So it has become before said do I. So it's still agreeing. So let's say you can say Mary's friend eats fast. So does she. Mary's friend eats fast. So does she. In that case, we have does and she. They are agreeing. Singular, singular. Singular verb, singular subject. Another rule, non-count. Like the last rule, non-count. Non-count. Non-count nouns. Non-count nouns take singular. Take singular verb. Non-count noun take singular verb. For example, education. Education is key. Non-count noun takes singular verb. For example, education is key. You can also go ahead and give your example. Now, I have questions now. I have now questions. And for these questions, we are going to get whether you understood or you need to be taken for remedial classes. Let me write you the question. I hope you've written non-count nouns take singular verbs. For example, education is key. So we have read the sentences, then underline the subjects and the verbs. Read the sentences, then underline the subjects and the verbs. This is the question number 1. This is the instruction number 1. Joroge watches outdoor games online. Number 2. Number 3. Now let us do these 3 questions. The instruction is read the sentences, then underline the subjects and the verbs. The first sentence, Joroge watches outdoor games online. Read again, Joroge watches outdoor games online. Now in this sentence, which one is the subject? And we said that subject of a sentence is the person or thing doing something. So who is doing something here? Joroge. And the verb of a sentence is the word showing the action. What is the action? Watches. Now let us look. Does the subject and the verb agrees? Joroge watches. Joroge is singular subject. Watches, singular verb. Present simple. So this is so you write here subject, verb, and you ask yourself, do they agree? Yes, they do. Let's go to the next. fans cheer their favorite teams. The fans cheer their favorite teams. Which one is the subject of this sentence? What is doing something here? The fans. Which one shows the action? Cheer. So here subject, right there, not there, subject, and then here verb. Ask yourself, do they agree? The fans cheer. Fans, plural, cheer, plural verb. So they do agree. The next question. Chemtai competes in the outdoor marathon races. Chemtai competes in the outdoor marathon races. Which one is the subject? I hope you've noted that we are just now marking. Of course it is. Chemtai is doing something, is competing. Which one shows the action? Competes. Do they agree? Not their subject. But do they agree? Of course they do. Singular, singular. Now let me give you another question. Another question. I hope you've written this and you've marked. That is so nice. That is so nice of you. Once you've done, can you clap for yourself? Give one nice clap for your own self. Praise yourself. That is so nice. I hope you've done so. I hope you have done so. Now the next question. Copy the chart and fill in the blank spaces using the correct form of the verb cheer. Copy the chart, then fill the blanks using the verb cheer correctly. Using the verb cheer correctly. So the chart is this. So the chart is the same. It's more or less this chart I've just shown you up there. So you can also draw your mini chart there. So here is the pronouns. So now that we have the pronouns, then we have here singular. Then we have here plural. So we have I, you, so we have I, you, he, she, it. Then here we have we, you, they. So complete. What we say I, cheer, for example, you, cheer. Then you say he. What have you written? He cheers, she cheers, it cheers. Another one. You cheer, they cheer. So that is it. If you put it like that, you can give yourself tick and then applaud yourself with one nice clap. Now the next one, the next question. The lesson is coming to an end, but let me give you the last question so far that you will do. And if you are my learner at school, when schools open, I'll have to check. Now the question is, construct. Let me write for you. Construct. Let me write the question so that you don't say you forgot. Construct 10 sentences. Construct 10 sentences. Construct construct 10 sentences taking note of subject, taking note of the subject, verb, agreement. Taking note of the subject, verb, agreement. Now that the lesson has come to an end, let us now check whether you have understood what the lesson was about. Now we were talking about subject, verb, agreement, and we've known what a subject of a sentence is, what a verb of a sentence is, and if someone asks you, the answer is just right there at your fingertips. A subject of a sentence is something or a person, or is something or a thing or a person doing something. Whereas verb of a sentence is that word that shows the action. Now, subject-verb agreement means that the subject and the verb must agree in a sentence. For example, if the subject is singular, then the verb should also be singular. If subject is plural, then the verb should also be plural. And for singular verbs, for simple present tenses, you just add s to those verbs to make them singular. And minus s, the verbs remain so when it is considered plural. So you say, I chase, I drink, you drink, we laugh. But you say, she walks, he runs, Otieno goes to the market, my mother cooks delicious meals. Then we went ahead to construct sentences taking note of the subject-verb agreements. Now my question now is, when you are reading texts, take note of the subject-verb agreements. As you speak to your friends, as you write, take note of the subject-verb agreement, because they help us to they help make the sentence understandable. When you do it, when you consider the rule of the subject-verb agreement, your statement, whatever you are saying, is clearly understood. For now, the lesson is over. I hope you enjoyed.